What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the garage. Starting today, I have a pretty big job to do. You may have seen this car on the channel before. This is Chewy's car, and if you guys saw, I believe last year's junkyard videos, we scored a K24 in the junkyard, and we're gonna be K-swapping this wagon right here. So what to expect in this video, I'm not gonna do the full swap. I'm just gonna show you the first portion of it, which is removing everything pertaining to the single cam and the automatic part of this car, because it is automatic. Show you some of the stuff that we have going into the car and what parts we are using. So before I put you guys on a time lapse, I kind of want to talk about this a little bit here. In America, we have 3 models of Civic wagons. The lowest model for the wagons is the Wagon. This one is specifically called the Wagon, literally Wagon. Now, how to identify a Wagon is either the sticker in the back, right? All the door cards are vinyl, just like the door. There's no fabric in it. And the back seats are also bench style. Now, if you guys have seen the other model wagons, they have cloth seats, and they are a not a 50-50 split, but like a 70-30 split. And you can fold up one at a time, and then the back seat, the back piece right here, folds up into 2 sections as well. The Wagon is obviously vinyl, leatherish, and it's bench style. So bottom comes up as a whole, back goes down as a whole, and that's another way to identify it. Another giveaway is the jail bars. We call those jail bars. I don't know the correct term for it, but jail bars come in all Wagon models, and they're on both windows. You can see it right there. The other model is the DX wagon, which is the regular front wheel drive. It's not labeled as the DX. It doesn't come with any type of badges in the back other than Honda Civic. But the DX model is pretty much like the Wagon, except it has all the cloth interior and the split seats. It doesn't have any of the vinyl stuff like this one is right here. It doesn't come with jail bars. There are a few other dead giveaways that's just not clicking with me right now, but that is the second model, front wheel drive. Wagon is front wheel drive. And then the last model here, made in America, is RT 4-wheel drive wagon. The RT 4-wheel drive wagon comes with cloth interior just like the DX model, but it comes with an A6 engine, which is the engine found in the CRX and the EF hatchback SI model. Fuel injection, 4 injectors, but the 4-wheel drive wagon obviously is 4-wheel drive. Another dead giveaway for the RT 4-wheel drive, if it doesn't have the badge, is that all the 4-wheel drive models come with painted bumpers. Painted bumper, painted bumper. The Wagon and the DX doesn't come with painted bumpers. They come black factory. And my brother's car right there is a front wheel drive model as well, but I swapped the bumpers out because I found them in the junkyard, and has that RT 4-wheel drive look. And in reference to everybody who commented about the fuel pump access door in the wagons from the other video when we bought Billy's new white wagon, only RT 4-wheel drive models come with the trap door, the access door under the seat. Front wheel drive model does not. So I don't understand how these so-called wagon owners don't know this, but I'm gonna show it to you. Wagon model, no trap door. Fuel sending unit, no trap door. I'm gonna go into my wagon and let me show you. Right, my wagon, front wheel drive, DX model, back seat, no trap door. But yes, I did cut mine out like 5 years ago. It's got a Walbro 450. This is the relay system. The relay is sitting right there. No factory trap door. But anyways, I just wanted to clear that up. Hopefully you guys understand the wagon chassis a little bit more. And I gotta stop wasting time. Let's get to the time lapse. He loves the grass because he's got short legs and the grass tickle his balls. Alright guys, we got the engine right there. I'll show you guys that in a second. I had to take a quick break on Chewy's car and worked on my little cousin's car. If you guys remember, I did the damn radiator on this. Nothing but problems. This car always get into car accidents. I just fixed that the other day. And then now, this crap. Whatever. Anyways, this thing has a check engine light for cylinder 3 misfire. Had it on the scanner. Came here, opened up the cover, took this coil pack out, didn't change the noise, took this sucker out in case I counted the opposite direction. This one definitely made a change in the car's performance. And then I turned it off, swapped the coils over, and pretty much process of elimination here. The coil that was in here is in here, misfire's in here now, so I told my uncle go buy a new coil. We'll plug it back up, clear the code, and see how the car sounds, and then we'll be done with this. What I just found out today is I need to buy me a like Milwaukee or something 1/2 inch big torque to break stuck bolts loose. I tried taking out his axle earlier down there, broke my breaker bar right here, right? Tried welding it, broke it in a second spot, right? And then my other 1/2 inch wrench right here broke the head off of this sucker, right? I definitely need to buy a big impact gun for jobs like that, but Chewy also took my damn impact gun, so I don't have an impact to use. I'm gonna have to rely on my good old 3/8 ratchet. Damn it. We got the single cam loaded up on this truck. I told him to take that away so I don't store it in my garage. And here we have the K24 we pulled from the Accord a couple months ago in the junkyard. And this is my Type S transmission I sold to him. And everything else pertaining to the swap is in those boxes right there. As mentioned, we have to do a 5-speed conversion, so he's got his pedal here. Watched my video, made his own hydro conversion. Did a new hose to bring this guy into the engine bay. Got axles, half shaft, got the clutch, it's brand new, came out of the RSX second engine, that one, because I put action clutch in there. And we're going to be putting all of that in here. So he took my gun to go get the flywheel bolts and clutch bolts from the other Type S engine, so we can assemble the clutch, flywheel, and everything onto this engine, get this transmission installed as well too, so we can have it all ready for when we put it into the car. I at least want to get everything cleared out of the engine bay today and pretty much prep it for the K-swap, and then we'll start on it again tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do right now is knock out that motor mount, take out that motor mount, remove this sucker. Power steering is gonna sit there. I already took everything off of the firewall that we're not going to be needing. I'm going to move the brake over the prop valve and probably notch the subframe there and notch the subframe there as well too, because he did buy big tube header and subframe for the EF has to be modified. So let's get down to work. Giving you guys a little update here before I end the night, but from the last clip, we got the prop valve kind of scoot over. We're not fully mounting it in place yet because Chewy is going to do the wire tuck, so I'm going to leave it kind of dangling here. I mean, it's pretty firm. It's not going to go anywhere, but I'm leaving it there because this harness is going to sit on the back side of the prop valve if I pushed it further back. So all of this right here is going to go inside the car a later time so he can wire tuck this whole side. He already did this side over here, but it looks jam-packed because of the power steering stuff, which he is going to get rid of and get a manual rack in the future. But this is sitting here right now the way it is. I'm going to leave it alone. Then over here I got the passenger side transmission mount removed with a spot weld drill bit. I didn't drill it all the way through, and that allowed me to kind of flap disc the rest of the spot welds, flatten right here all around. What's up, G? Yeah, there's no valve cover to sit on this time. Anyways, so I flap disc pretty much all of the spot welds here, and not really much body work going into that. This one right here couldn't get the drill bit inside, so I had to chisel it, and that put 2 holes right there. That's really not a big deal because the valve cover sits about right here. You're really not going to see it. Not too worried about it, but I am going to wire brush it to get rid of that rust. I did mock up the motor mount. Chewy did get the dual height motor mount kit, the FK2 I believe, and I slightly mocked it up just to kind of see the outline of where I'm going to be welding, so that way when I grind the paint down, I'm only grinding down the area I'm going to be welding. I'm not going to fully weld it completely to the chassis. I'm just going to stitch weld it 1 inch at a time, every maybe 2-inch increment. Definitely going to sand all this down right here because that is rust. So I'm going to treat that before we fully mount the bracket in place. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to notch the subframe because obviously the engine's not in here. Plenty of room for me to do so. I might have to kind of hit this corner in a little bit because that's where the transmission hits, but my main concern is this right here because Chewy is running big tube, I believe no name or PLMs, I don't recall, but they are ginormous and they stick up pretty damn far. So I'm not sure if the K series, so I'm not sure if the 2.4, so I'm not sure if the 2.0 and the 2.4 block like casting is the same, other than 2.4 being taller. I went based off the oil filter right here, and from the header back it's like 8.5, 9. I would say 8.5, but it's looking really close because in my car, from the oil filter to the subframe to the end of where I notched my subframe over here, it's 8 inches. Now we're looking at about almost 9 on Chewy with the big tube, and I feel like I'm gonna have to trim it further closer towards the threaded part of the subframe for the rear mount, and his header is gonna land somewhere right here. So with his subframe, it's gonna be a guessing game for me, but I'm gonna cut further. I'm gonna be mocking up the motor one time to make sure the bracket is straight on the frame rail before I weld it in place, and while I'm doing that, then I could test fit the rear motor mount and the header as well to ensure that it's gonna clear before I weld the seams together to prevent it from splitting when you're doing a lot of launching, driving and stuff that's gonna be torquing the rear subframe. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the video now. My buddy Alex came through. We were talking about the airstrip, and possibly going to be taking out the cars out next weekend to do some airstrip pulls. But the only thing that I've done since the last clip is modify the rear subframe. I haven't welded it yet because I wanted to throw the engine in the car to see if I need to modify anything else before I fully weld it shut, to keep it from separating over time. And I want to throw the engine in as well so I could align this bracket because only one bolt lines up and not the other one. Man, chill. Get that bolted in place and then weld this bracket in as well, but I didn't get to that because Chewy went to AutoZone O'Reilly's and couldn't find the pilot bushing and a throwout bearing. For some reason they don't sell them separately. AutoZone has to order them, which I needed them tonight, if not tomorrow, and I'm sure it wouldn't have came in tomorrow anyway. So tomorrow we're probably going to go to the dealership and get them brand new there. So I couldn't put the clutch, flywheel and stuff on tranny. I mean, I could have threw the tranny on and then just kind of mock it in place and take it back out. I don't want to have to do the work twice. So as far as tonight goes, I can't do any more. I'm going to wrap it up here. I did get to do what I wanted to do, which was to remove the single cam, have Chewy take the single cam, drop off the K, so we can have that ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do the K swap, and I'm going to try to cover every part and everything you need to do to put a K in your EF. May or may not apply the same way to the other chassis, but the process is still the same. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, definitely hit the like button. And if you guys want to see the K24 in this car and ripping it up real soon, hit the subscribe button. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.